What up, Dokkanners? We were given a hint for the upcoming Dokkan Festival celebration. I was kind of expecting this to happen tomorrow night, but then when I looked at the schedule again, this actually lines up perfectly with how things are supposed to shape up. This is obviously for the holiday block. We are coming up on the final month of the year, which means we have one final Dokkan Festival and one final Part 2 Divine Dragon Carnival double rates banner. So this was occupied last year by the Tech Burhan, so that means this year it'll be some new Dokkan Festival with a Part 2 Carnival following after that. So we're going to start by going over the obvious choice for what this could be. But if there's any ideas that you have, feel free to share them in the comments down below. Be they good picks or stupid ones, whatever. We welcome all of them. As usual, we will be going over some pretty insane stretches and some pretty ridiculous guesses. But we'll start with what most people are probably thinking, and that is the Hellzone grenade Piccolo. Because while the circles are not exactly perfect circles, they have these angular edges to it. The main takeaway from this is that they are a series of circular objects in varying sizes. So that means, or it looks like it could mean, it's sort of showing a little bit of depth. And so if that's the case, it does make sense with Hellzone grenade because it is fired, all over the place, surrounding the opponent, and then it all converges and explodes. So that's what it looks like. But I will admit, the first thing that I thought of when I saw this was not Piccolo. So let's start guessing some of the stupid ideas. It looks like the Spot. That's the first thing that I thought of. It's me from the Spider-Verse. Everyone in my live stream says that I'm either the Spot or the pig one. What's the pig one? Porker. The Peter Porker. Yeah. So it's me. This is my second appearance in Dokkan, first being Kato Pesla. Also, I can't lie. Maybe it's just because I love candy. But when I saw this also looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait. You can't. All right. Shout out Dokkan Assets. He kind of stole the thunder of what the next few guesses were going to be. So yeah, Crush Card Virus was also something that I was thinking about. That is definitely something that came to my mind. But speaking of virus, so shout out to my Discord server because this has become a fun little tradition. Every time a hint drops, we will obviously talk about what it likely is, but we also talk about what it won't be. And these are the stupid guesses. So it's probably not going to be these. So shout out to my Discord server for helping me come up with some quick, stupid reach ideas. Although some of them actually, if you think about it, are pretty cool. So when you look at this, right, it's a series of floating objects, right? But in a series like this, doesn't it kind of look like a series of potential molecules? This kind of looks like something that you would attribute to a disease, which introduces Dr. Gero and the whole heart virus thing for Goku. Now, that's a crazy leap, I will admit, but it's actually a pretty awesome chain of thinking if you really look at it. So I gotta credit the Discord server for this one. This was probably one of the best reaches out there. Heart virus, either Goku or Dr. Gero. So yeah, that's our first one. The next one, Jelly Bean Land. Maybe we finally get a domain where we get to use a Janemba inside Jelly Bean World. I think the actual term is hell, right? Like we call this hell. For me, it's just Jelly Bean Land or Candy Land, whatever. But this should be a domain. Like I'm surprised it hasn't been a domain. This is like the easiest choice for a domain. So Janemba, Legends Fest just released. Dual Legends Limited, Janemba and Gogeta. So, I mean, when was the last time that Legends and Dokkan both dropped the same unit, barring any like special movie release? And even still, I don't even think that happened. But yeah, besides that, was there ever a time where Legends and Dokkan dropped the same unit at the same time? I wonder. Let me know. So let's go to the next one. Also, when I was thinking about this kind of looks like the effects of a lava lamp. And for any of my Marvel Rivals players, doesn't this kind of make you think of the Maker, especially the chess piece in the middle? Because like when you look at his MVP animation, you can see some of that lava lampness going on in there. So shout out to Reed Richards, Ultimate Reed Richards. Now this one, I hate that this works. But what if these circles are just the
ooh, my back is tingling. Ooh, oh my god, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan 3 for no reason.
Yeah, what if it's Universe 6? I mean, I'll get Universe Survival Saga, or I'll get more universe representation, which I like, but does it have to be this? Whatever it is, if it's not this, I'll be happy. I can't let it be this. Like, I like Universe Rival Saga, you guys know that, but this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. It makes me hate that part of Dragon Ball. Please don't. But I gotta admit, like, it's a good, like, if we're talking reach guesses, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Now we kind of go into the particles department, and so now you can think of virtually like any charging mechanic or power signature mechanic. Spirit Bomb, for example, I think that we saw that was one in like, that was like one of the top choices. Yeah, right here. I mean, any particle effect could kind of work when we're talking about like stretch guesses, reach guesses. So this is Majin Buu particles. That could always be a thing, right? That does make sense. I mean, look, you can call some of these ideas stupid, but there is a logical through line that connects these to the original image, right? So Majin Buu particles, Spirit Bomb particles, charging up particles. Another good guess was Frieza's blast, just like nailing someone. I mean, yeah, that also kind of works. It kind of falls in line with the particle thing. Like, here's the Spirit Bomb one. I don't know what this is from. I just Googled Spirit Bomb particles, and this is the first thing that I saw. This looks like some mod. Okay. I actually kind of like this one. So, like, my favorite ones, mainly just because Piccolo needs more representation and good Piccolos, would be Hellzone Grenade from Android Cell Saga and Namek Saga with Piccolo post-assimilation, right? I think either one of these would be great. I can't personally remember if there was a particle effect like this in Superhero. If that were to happen too, I'd be fine with it, because we need more superhero characters, and just getting one power awakened Piccolo might actually be cool. But or maybe we get an orange Piccolo, not even power awakened, orange Piccolo. That's what I meant to say, because we already have a power awakened Piccolo. Orange Piccolo is just a giant form. So if we have like a base starting giant form orange Piccolo, that'd be kind of neat. Maybe not giant form, but just orange. Anyway, I want to stop saying giant. Particle effects. Give us Namek Saga, give us Android Cell Saga, please. Now, listen, guys, listen. It's been a while. I need y'all to understand. This does potentially work if you zoom in very far. But if you look at the damage marks on Zarbon, okay? Look closely. Look at how some of the particles are in different shapes and sizes, mainly the size part, okay? What if we're looking at a very, very close image of beat up Zarbon, right? What if we're finally getting transforming monster Zarbon? That would be awesome. Okay? Don't rule this out. Dokkan, you're capable of doing very unpredictable, crazy things. I believe it. Now prove it. Prove once again why you are the king of all gotcha trolls. Make it Zarbon. Give me my Zarbon, please. All right, so that's it for the reaches. Honestly, I actually kind of like this set. There's some really good reaches in here. But in all honesty, I think it's going to be Piccolo. What does that mean? Well, it means Piccolo will be a lone Dokkan Festival, which kind of bums me out because I wanted it to be Piccolo and Android 17. Android 17 doesn't have a spectacular, solid Dokkan Festival. Yeah, we don't have one. Like, even MVP 17 has aged. Even still, he was never really much of an offensive threat. He was more so defense, right? I want the androids to have a strong leading type Android 17. And so having that oppose Piccolo for a New Year's Dual Dokkan Festival would have been pretty great. But I'll take what I can get. So if it is in fact going to be Android Cell Saga Piccolo here, then that begs the question, what could the part 2 be? Now, for me, when I'm thinking Android Cell Saga and just a lone unit, there are quite a few characters that I would love to see, because Android Cell Saga is just a very bland category, not a lot of good all-star pieces. What if we could finally get a Tri-Beam TN? We already have it in the form of the tech support TN. Nobody has that character, number one. Number two, even if everyone had the character, the unit just doesn't really work in this day and age, considering his passive is purely mono support. We need something more than that. So if we could have like a full-on, you know, high-quality carnival summonable TN, that would actually be that'd be pretty funny to get two major LRTN releases in 2025. But I would not be opposed to that, because the other TN is an extreme unit. This would be a super one. This is from an entirely different era in Dragon Ball. So I think that would be good. Other potential ideas, honestly, I wouldn't mind a different cell, not necessarily a perfect one, but an imperfect, or a, what do we call it? Semi-perfect? Like any version of cell that's not the perfect cell as its own summonable LR would be cool. I mean, at that point, you can then go into like You could do Super Vegeta, you could do Super Goku, you could do Super Trunks. I wouldn't mind Super Trunks. What if we got a summonable Krillin? We still don't have an LR. Actually, we don't even have a Dokkan Festival. Do we? No, we don't. We do not have a summonable, like, leading Krillin. We've got a couple banner units, but we definitely don't have like a leading all-star Krillin. So I changed my mind. Tien would be cool, but I think justice for Krillin. I think we're long overdue. So yeah, give me Piccolo here, give me Krillin here. People are probably not going to summon, and even look, I'm just gonna tell you right now, no matter how good the unit is, don't summon, okay? Don't summon. We are look at I updated the timeline. Obviously, we'll change it as we continue, but look at how close we are. You, my friend, are right here, right? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out, okay? You are here, okay? The 10th anniversary was all the way up here, okay? And then GDC was right here. You are right here right now, okay? Look at how close we are to the next anniversary right there. All right. 2 celebrations, 2 blocks of celebrations are standing between you and greatness, all right? We've had enough temptation. Goma, Black Friday. I know some of y'all who summoned for Goma also summon on the Black Friday banners. We'll eventually get those superhero, or not superhero, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes EZAs. That's not going to be its own summon though. Well, I mean, it is. It's going to have a summonable banner, but like even still, you're not going to summon for that. We've got 2 blocks left. This is it. Just don't summon. Just stockpile stones, save up. Whatever this guy leads, it's probably not going to be worth your time. Android Cell Saga, meh. Still under construction. Namekians, meh. Nobody cares. Demonic Power, meh. You got Gohan, you got other pieces. Oh, Demonic Power, huh? Some people might be like, oh damn, but I got Goma. I need more Demonic Power. Look, just don't, all right? Doesn't matter what, just don't do it. Don't do it. Just log in, do your daily missions, get out. That's it, all right? Please, because it's just, we're so close. Also, fan meetup, JP fan meetup, December 25th in 1 month. So not even like 11th anniversary, just in 1 month. When we get to this, we will for sure know something about the 11th anniversary, okay? So just try to make it to December 25th. And then we're at basically the 11th anniversary, all right? Hang in there. I will be summoning though, because I'll be very happy. I mean, regardless, I was gonna summon. And I know some of y'all will probably still summon because you're big Piccolo fans, but let's first of all see what it is. Because like I said, you never know. We could be getting Dokkan Festival Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Don't summon if you're allergic to peanuts, because that's not good. Bring an EpiPen. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below in the comments your thoughts on what this unit could potentially be. Any realistic guesses besides the ones that we've talked about? Any stupid guesses? Logical reach theories besides the ones that we've covered? What are some other crazy ideas that you can stitch together here? I'd love to hear some more. I'd love to hear more from you guys on this stuff. And remember, anytime these hints drop in the future, people in the Discord server especially, I will be asking them for some crazy ideas. So if you want to be a part of that, feel free to join the Discord server. All right, anyway, I'm done talking. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Stay tuned. Dokkan responsibly. Bye.